Hi, and welcome back to Old School. Last time I went over the overarching kind of syllabus of my intent for Old School, and this time I'm going to drill down a little bit on the curriculum resources, specifically in the area that's physical, so your physical education, PE class. Basically, in this area, I utilize a lot of resources. We cover physical, both what you take internally, what you might use topically, um, services or businesses that I might utilize, schools, resources on the web or books, everything having to do with physical. And there is a group of people who, since my divorce and some of the things I walk through in my book and talk about, that are just, they're fabulous as resources for both what happens to me physically, but they provide inspiration and encouragement. And so I decided to kind of call them a team. It is my Fantasy Me team. It's like a fantasy football team, only it is services that benefit me physically, and yes, as I said, both mentally, emotionally, and spiritually as well, because they just shore me up. And when I know they're on the calendar, it's just a great day, and they have indicated they feel the same way. So my Fantasy Me team, the OG is my quarterback is Tracy. She's with Forma Salon. She does my hair, but that's the least of what she does for me when I'm there. It's a safe space. We can talk about whatever. There's no judgment. She just is so encouraging and knows how to bring out the beauty and the essence of you, internally as well as externally. You just cannot leave there feeling, without feeling exponentially better than when you showed up. And she seems to feel the same about me, but I think she is just so fabulous, and that is just who she is and how she serves and takes care of all of her clients. The second oldest member of the team is my offensive coordinator, Phreddie Minnifield. He was my personal trainer. I am currently training myself at the gym, but he laid the foundation, and I will go back and continue with him when I start to get closer to feeling like I'm going to be ready to compete, and I'll talk more about that in another class. But he's a pastor, and so his accountability in regard to my spiritual health, my emotional and mental health, he doesn't take it easy on me. He pushes me harder than I believe I'm even capable of, which is the point. I mean, if I could train myself like that by myself, but he kicks my hiney. So gluteus maximus with Phreddie. Deanna is my defensive coordinator. She does wax and, everywhere, but we won't go into overshare. But she, again, is somebody who just, what she has and brings to the table in regard to making me feel good about who I am and where I'm at this time in life, and that there's no judgment on my choices, like for dating or for life choices. We can both share with one another. I feel like I know her and her family, and vice versa. I made a birthday cake for her 30th birthday. Just a wonderful member of the team. Again, an encourager, edifying. Just each and every one of these people would make you just feel like you can accomplish anything by the time you leave even one session. Now we go to special teams. I have Tiesha, who did my lash lift and tint, as well as facials, dermaplaning, microdermabrasion. But just even 15 minutes with Tiesha is, I am just the most beautiful, wonderful person in the world, or at least that's what she'd have me to believe. And I'll take that. I'll take that. I would love somebody to think that of me, and she does. And I just know she does that kind of care for each of her clients. I did go for lash extensions, and that is, I'll discuss that team member in a bit, but I cannot go without my Tiesha. And she, like I said, she does dermaplaning and facials and microdermabrasion. She does so much. So she is just a crucial member of the team as well. I have Maria and Laura with Skin Beautiful AZ up in Old Town Scottsdale. And they do my injectables, fillers. I have done my research. I'm mature. And I'm not heading for a facelift or anything yet, but I mean, you know, those aren't necessarily off the table down the road. But for right now, these two ladies have been able to, you know, do amazing things, like with nasolabial lines and with my little wrinkles and your forehead crinkles and all that good stuff. And I did my research. Everybody has myths and things that they want to say about what doing Botox or Dysport or fillers do for you. And I will dedicate at least one class session on how dispelling the myths. But for right now, the two of them, they will not overkill. If you went in there and said, you know, shoot me up, they you know, will honor their clients' wishes. But the bigger thing is that they will take a look at you and say, you know, this will be too much. This will make you look wonky, or this will do this or that, and be very candid with you. And that's, you know, unheard of in the beauty industry, because, you know, people want to make money and they want to get you to do as much as they possibly can. Well, these ladies aren't like that, and they're at the top of their game. They just, seriously, I hear so many horror stories, and you're just not hearing them about these two ladies. And when you go look at their reviews, they are sweet spirits. They are beautiful ladies inside and out, and they are just very candid and transparent with you. And you can't ask for more than that from anybody who provides a service for you. I have Michele, who is referred to me by Deanna, my wax girl. Oh, and Deanna's with Skin and Wax Company. I apologize. Let's make sure I get the names in there. And Michele is with Aesthetics, and she does a lot of facial and skin things, but I'm a loyal person, and once somebody's on my team, and that's where I'm going. Where I go to Michele for is spray tan. And I don't get them all the time, but when I do, she just is fabulous. She is the sweetest little thing, and her mom's kind of in the same space in life as me, you know, trying to date, trying to figure out this whole post-divorce stuff. And she's just precious. She just, you know, I mean, she obviously, she spray tans me, and I don't wear a suit, so poor little thing. She, you know, nobody wants to see that, but she's awesome and just makes me feel like $1,000,000. And she asks about my whole family. The whole team is like that. They ask about my daughter. They ask about what I got coming up in regard to trips. They're just supportive and lifting me up. My Moon, Moon is my nail technician at Polish Me Pretty Nail Bar in Tempe. And I tell you, all the ladies there do a great job, and a couple gentlemen, but Moon is just above and beyond. I mean, galactically above and beyond, no pun intended with Moon. But what she does, and the attention to detail, not just in the pedicure or the manicure itself, but in all the things that come with that, the foot massage, the reflexology that she does, every little detail, getting me a little bottle of water, and if I run out, running and getting another one, even if I've said I'm good. You know, she's just over cares for me, and I don't have a lot of that in my life or in my world, and it's fabulous. She makes me so happy. I ask her to marry me every time I go. She says no, but yeah, she's one of my absolute favorites. And so if you don't have a regular nail tech, or if you feel like yours is, you know, like mediocre, but you're settling, don't settle. Go see Moon. And then last but not least, my new team member, for lash extensions is Dayna with Tameless Lash Artistry in Old Town Scottsdale as well. I had to drill down. I wasn't sure about this. There are so many myths out there about you breaking off and losing your lashes and all of this stuff. And again, I'll do a video about that because that's a really big thing. There's a lot of bad information out there. And so she is a grandmaster. She's won awards. She teaches and is not ashamed or afraid to do that, knowing that they're going to go out and be competitors. There's just enough in the marketplace that she just does not see that as a threat, and she just lifts up women and just is transparent about the process, has tons of videos on her Instagram and her website showing you every step of the way. So there's no surprises. And so you understand what's required of you and what is required of her. And so she is just a wonderful new addition to my Fantasy Me team. And these people are professionals. They're all at the top of their game. They do not see anything in regard to the marketplace as competitive, because we're all here for the same thing. And you know, they would never judge or call out anybody, and they reward loyalty. And I am an extremely loyal individual, and when I am happy with somebody, I mean, I live in Arizona, and all of these people are local to Arizona. So if you have the opportunity, all the information will be down below. Please, by all means, check them out. Again, you're being loyal to your people. I understand that. I understand that wholeheartedly. But if you don't have someone in any of these areas, these people will make you feel like $1 million. They are just, you know, precious, wonderful people. And hopefully you bring that to the table when you get to go in, and both of you will just be joyous at the idea that you're on the schedule. That is how I feel about each and every one of them. So again, down in the comments and down in the information would be a link for each one of them, or a phone number, whichever method is the best for them, for you to get a hold of them. And truly give them a shot. Definitely let them know you heard about them being on the team. I don't know, they might charge you more if you say that. Just kidding. But anyway, so there is kind of the foundation for a lot of what will go on in your PE class. But they do impact the mental, emotional, and spiritual parts of my life too, but they just won't be as much of the curriculum when we get to those other classes. So if you enjoyed this, if you might take advantage and reach out to some of them, click the like button, the bell, subscribe. I would love to see you back and let you hear more about each and every member of the team. Thank you, and have a blessed day.